Ba 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 ba.
Da-da, da-da, do-do-do-do-do.
Ba 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 ba.
Da-da, da-da, do-do-do.
Ba, 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 ba.
Three guys and a bear are here without a dog.
Ba, 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 ba,
And
ba.
now here's Coach Krendor. Do-do-do-do-do. And I haven't slept in 2 days. Burp. Burp.
Leading into it like that in a while, man.
Burp.
Man.
Burp.
Thank you. So,
Burp.
yep, is that his lack of sleep? Not. Welcome everybody to week 9 to 10. We've done it. We've gone over halfway through the season.
Yeah,
So it turns out we are going to have an NFL season.
I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah, and
Uh,
actually, like limited, very limited problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a
Surprisingly.
few COVID cases here and there, but
Yeah.
Honestly,
not
it
too
was-
bad.
could have been worse.
yeah.
Much
Um,
worse. Yeah.
And speaking of it, we have placed Ben Roethlisberger, Gerald Hawkins, Jalen Samuels, and Vince Williams on the reserve COVID list, says the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yay.
So it's getting a little bit worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Um,
getting,
We did it, team.
Now, to be
that's
fair,
why Apollo's streaming. I
Yeah,
understand. That season's over.
I don't know if you guys have seen Roethlisberger, but he seems like he's always holding his elbow. So I feel like his elbow's hurt anyway.
I mean, that's Ben Roethlisberger. He's always hurt. That's in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, the first sign of COVID is your elbows hurting. So
True.
oh,
They say.
oh no.
that's what I was told anyway.
Also, if you have a sore back.
yeah.
That'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you have a receding hairline, that's also part of it.
Oh, no. Fuck.
Mhm.
I was looking through all the NFL Reddit posts just to see some news, and I saw one that stood out. Anyone remember Aqib Talib?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He will be making his NFL broadcasting debut
Oh.
Sunday on Fox,
Hmm.
calling the Washington-Detroit big-time game.
Oh, dude.
Boy, I really loved when he was on the Bucks and then went to the Patriots and actually won Super Bowls.
That did happen. I remember that.
That's the Patriots and cornerbacks in general, really.
Yeah.
They did that
You know, they
with
just-
Terrell Revis, too.
They just do that to star corners who fail to have success on otherwise terrible franchises. They just stand on over here and go ahead and win a Super Bowl or two.
Yeah, how's that working out for you right now, Mr. Bit? I mean, not with my team, but with Invictus team, huh?
Well, this. Well, yeah, no, you go ahead.
No, that's it.
Alright.
It's not really an own. You'll be better than us next year. You're
Well-
better than us now. I mean,
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I mean, overall, not much has happened in the NFL news from looking at it. Odell Beckham had surgery on his ACL. The Eagles staff members tested positive.
Oh, it's getting worse.
I don't know. Giants waive Corey Ballentine. Ballentine.
Dude, I drank some of that when I was younger.
My favorite
Jesus.
Dungeon and Dragons second character, Jimmy and Bimmy Ballantyne.
Oh wow, the Ravens signed former Packer veteran corner Tramon Williams.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's actually pretty good. He still played well last year when he was with us. In fact, I'd be happy if he came back here. But I mean, he can go to the Ravens, so whatever.
We need an over under on how many former Packer callbacks Coach does every episode,
It's usually 1 to 2, just varies on episode.
and how many redirects to Jet stuff Rob does every episode. That's
Oh,
another good
it's
stat.
everything that I say.
That's all he knows.
Yeah.
Coach, I don't know if you had this on your news docket, but they did just approve the new playoff measure, expanding to a 16-team playoff from 14 this season if future games are lost because of the pandemic. So if that happens, there won't be a reseeding for the playoffs, apparently now.
Oh yeah.
So
I see that now.
I mean, that would make more sense than actually reseeding. So
Right.
Wait, hold on. Explain this. I don't understand.
Well, this season we were going to have a 14-team playoff originally, right?
So they're not going to now?
Now I think it seems like they've like agreed upon a measure. Let me look into it more because it looks like there's like conditions for this that I haven't really seen like a clear outline for.
This says, as for the new system, teams will not be reseeded, with division winners still awarded the 1 through 4 slots. Team will also be eligible for the postseason if they play fewer than 16 games, with the league adopting winning percentage instead of win-loss record.
Okay.
The NFC East is screwed.
Oh God, yeah. They're all. Wait, hold on. So read that again. That means they're all. Well, no, one of them's still going to make it in, right?
Well, one of them still makes it in. Yeah.
I mean, one of them has to make it in.
Yeah, but then, yeah, they're fucked. I mean, we kind of knew that already, but
Hot take, Bear.
thanks.
It's just so weird. So
They created 2 systems where being bad keeps you out of the playoffs.
Damn it, dude. Thought for sure they'd sneak in. All right, well, yeah, that popped up on my radar here, so wanted to.
So I mean, it would
That's
just be
interesting.
so nobody gets a bye week.
They
then.
need to fucking change the kickoff rule. I think that's for me. That would be the most exciting change. I mean, having the more playoff games is cool. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But,
Why don't we just let everybody in the league just make the playoffs and just go a single elimination round robin tournament?
Logical extreme.
So is that? So there's no bye week then, right? Like it would just everybody plays the first playoff week. Is that what it is?
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen
it'd
that.
be 8. It'd be 8 games.
Huh. All right. Well, we'll learn more about that.
But keep in mind, it's all conditional right now. It hasn't actually been approved yet. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
it's if meaningful games are canceled because of COVID. So
Right.
it's not a thing yet. It's just a plan in case.
But they agreed on the plan.
Yeah, they agreed on the plan. So we'll see.
Jerry Jones calls out thought of drafting quarterback with high pick. Quote, crazy. Dak is our quarterback.
I mean, he's right. I think.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
why
right.
they would.
Dak-
And they got
Dak is their
Garrett
quarterback.
Gilbert or other shit is you can play.
Yeah.
So let's start out with some football games.
Football.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Talking about football.
Football. Thursday nighter was the Packers taking on the 49ers practice squad. Still had me a little worried, but we ended up winning by a lot. It was 28-3 until garbage time, so I mean, you know. Aaron Rodgers, 305 yards, 4 touchdowns, looked great. Aaron Jones played, even though he was like partially injured, but he didn't really have to do anything. Devontae Adams, 173 yards and a touchdown, pretty good.
He's the best receiver in the league this year.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
What kind of idiot would trade him off?
I
the fantasy
know.
team after he wasn't doing anything for the first 6 weeks of the freaking season.
Well, he was injured.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Now he's not injured. You should have just
Yeah.
kept him on the bench. Been like, oh, he's
Why
gonna
wasn't
be-
he catching touchdowns for my fantasy team when he had his
Yeah.
foot broken? God damn it.
Do you realize how much I pay him to perform every single week?
And Marquez Valdez-Scantling had 2 touchdowns and 53 yards, even though he's been dropping shit every week. So maybe he'll stop dropping stuff. And then our defense did all right, I guess. On the other side, Nick Mullins looked bad. 291 yards, touchdown pick, mainly in garbage time was the touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 52 yards, touchdown. And their leading receiver was Richie James.
Oh boy.
Can we just talk
Richie
about the
James.
backup running back named Jamichael Hasty?
I know,
Yeah.
dude. Like
It is an incredible name.
I started him in
it's
fantasy.
an auto-generated name for a rogue in World of Warcraft.
It's an auto-generated name for a running back in football.
Yeah.
Like,
In my
Madden.
entire life, I've seen lots of alternate spellings for the word Michael. I have never seen an alternate spelling for Michael, M-Y-C-A-L. Not outside of diet drinks or workout routines, all right? Jamichael Hasty is probably my favorite name of all time.
Well, he got me 3.3 points. So he's going to be dropped, but you know what? I won, so I don't care.
he's got a great last name. It's perfect for a running back.
It is.
I mean, Jamichael.
Jamichael me crazy.
So yeah, that happened, and it was the 49ers practice squad. But here's the thing, right? Everyone's like, they beat the 49ers. If it would have been the other way around, they'd be like, dude, 49ers, big win here. Even though it's like the Packers are half injured. Like nobody gives a shit. It's a game. You play the game. You win the game. Like these are the games you're supposed to win. If you lose this game, everyone's like, so they took care of business. That's all that mattered. So I'm happy. I mean that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of an uninteresting Packers week. That was an expected W for sure.
Biggest
it must
W.
be nice to have an uninteresting win.
Honestly, like this was a game you look at on the calendar earlier in the season. You're like, 49ers. Then you're like, hey, it's just the banged up 49ers. Who cares?
Yeah.
See, that's why you never know. You never know looking into the season.
Any given Sunday.
I'm happy because Packers
Or Thursday.
Or Thursday, yeah.
Or Tuesday, considering COVID.
Sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Packers are now 2 games up on the Bears, which is very nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, you could say.
Don't take my fucking joke ever again.
Moving on, we had the Texans Jaguars.
Texans Jaguars.
And
No problem.
Starting
I
quarterback.
thought I was gonna start doing every time you guys say something, I'll do like the announcement, like the guy in the stadium says.
Oh yeah, the arena guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he does it way cooler. Honestly, I wish that they would just get aligned to him instead of the announcers all the time.
Right.
All right.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
I'm into this.
Right? Tom Brady, 41-yard touchdown.
There we go.
Just
All right,
that's all I need.
Wait, but don't you have a voice modulator? How come you're not using the Echo one?
I don't. It's not. I don't have it set up.
Oh,
anymore.
come on,
Since I got my
Rob.
computer set up, it broke at first when I got my computer, but I need to set it up again.
What are we not paying you for?
I know. I
Yeah.
gotta get.
Tom
Honestly,
Brady,
there
we go.
41 yards.
Thank you. Yes, perfect.
pretty solid.
I don't need the commentators. Just give me that guy.
We don't
Yeah.
even need Rob anymore. It's up here.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He doesn't even have a real NFL team.
Yeah. So Texans and Jaguars.
Speaking of not real NFL teams, Jake Luton was the starting quarterback for the Jaguars. He threw for 304, a touchdown, and a pick. So, I mean, all right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
and he lost. So
Yeah.
happy
James
days.
What happened to
Robinson,
Gardner Minshew? They bench him?
he hurt his hand.
He's injured.
He had like a broken bone and ligament in his hand or something, and he didn't tell anybody. And then they're like, "What the fuck?" And he was just playing with it.
It was Ligma. It was Ligma.
yes.
Yeah, it's some of
Yep.
the
There it is. DJ Chark, 146 yards and a touchdown. Luton ran for a touchdown too. James Robinson, 100 yards and a touchdown. Well, 99. But Deshaun Watson carried the Texans. 281, 2 touchdowns, ran for 50. Will Fuller, 100 yards and a touchdown. Man, it'd be great to have him on your team if you trade like a second or third round pick, and then you have Devontae Adams, Will Fuller, and then
Hey, David Johnston ran for 16 yards.
Yeah,
That's
look at
better
that.
than DeAndre Hopkins.
yeah. Why would
Man.
you want DeAndre Hopkins? I bet he didn't even do anything in the Cardinals game. Let's check. Actually, he only had 30 yards on 3 catches.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did not.
David Johnson's only the
Wow.
second best Johnson on the team now.
So yeah, Texans now have worse draft positioning, and that's probably what this game only dictates.
Yeah.
The Texans are now 39-4 when leading halftime since 2014.
Nice.
That's rough.
Oh
They're
yeah,
also
and also
2-6.
J.J. Watt got his 100th sack. So good job, JJ.
Ah, there you go. There's something out of that game.
Also, that was some news I read over the week was J.J. Watt saying, like, yeah, I'm not coming back to the Texans next year.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that too.
I think
like-
everyone in Houston was like, "Yeah, we understand."
Yeah. They're just,
Yeah,
okay. That's
basically.
fair.
I mean, Bill O'Brien has messed the city up for just something fierce.
The old Bill O'Brien.
But I'm not a Texans fan, so I don't care. But my mom is, so I do kind of care.
I just wish he was still there so he could have traded Will Fuller to us for like a 7th rounder or some shit. Oh,
I'd
well.
give you Will Fuller for a stack of peanuts. They could even be half shelled.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Oh, dude, you know what? In Foos and Balls, I saved this for the show. I should have done this at the Packers game, but it was the Devontae Parker touchdown catch, and then Aaron Rodgers' reaction to it being like, "You caught that?"
All right, link it up.
Or
link it up.
not touchdown catch, fourth down conversion.
All right,
It's good. It's good.
there it is. All right, you caught it.
Oh yeah, Devontae Adams.
Aaron is throwing the ball, and
Oh yeah, I saw this. That was crazy.
Because it is a wild actual like fourth down conversion, because it was like it seemed like Aaron Rodgers was throwing to pass interference to show the ref like pass interference is happening.
Yeah.
And he just caught it anyway.
it didn't show his reaction though.
Well, so the thing that I linked you, it should highlight it, but if it doesn't, then here I'll just link this to you with the permalink. This will be the top comment.
Well, now I'm seeing a stop motion of I think Will
Here,
Smith drawing
There's
on
a
a
go.
pumpkin.
Here,
There you go. Yes, yeah.
there's the clip of Aaron Rodgers' reaction, like, "You caught that?"
No, it's man, he's so good. I watched that. I linked it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but it was like Devontae Adams talking about route running for like 15 minutes, and it was like so interesting. Pretty much he does basketball moves because he played basketball,
Oh,
kind of like Jimmy
no.
Graham. But he like tries to do like crossovers on people, so like uses his body movement and like he'll shift his upper body one way and then like cut back to like make the defensive back like fall off his feet, break his ankles. He'll do things like he sticks with the defensive back like right next to him, and then he breaks off because it's harder to like catch up and stuff. Like he does some crazy shit. And
Rodgers
I'm like,
is doing the universal sign of "You caught that."
yeah.
You can just hear him say it.
It's one of those things
Yeah.
where I was like, why don't all the receivers do this? And then I think it's just, I don't think it's very, very, it's a pretty difficult
easy.
thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine the best receivers probably are also pretty good dancers. Would be my
There
guess.
was, oh my, I forgot. There was a video of Chad Johnson on like Instagram crying because of a Devontae Adams route. He was like, dude, that route was so beautiful. And he was just crying. Like, if you look up Chad Johnson, Devontae Adams, you'll find it. And everyone's just like, what the shit?
I'll take your word for it, Coach.
Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah, that was the Jaguars-Texans. Moving on, we had the Giants and the football team.
Oh, this is just the one result that I was easily the happiest about for the week, man. Like
Yep.
the beautiful parody of shittiness in the NFC East has been balanced once more.
This was the change. The
As all
football
things
team
should
just
be.
had to win, and they'd be like practically in first place, and they couldn't do it.
I told you, Coach, the Giants were going to be riding that high off of beating Brady,
Yep.
and they did.
Yep. Daniel
me
Jones
and Bear knew it.
had 212 yards and a touchdown. Wayne Gallman ran for 68 and a touchdown. Alfred Morris ran for 67, and the leading receiver was Austin Mack.
Oh boy.
Yep, Austin Mack.
Did you guys see what happened and why Alex Smith started playing? By
yeah,
the way,
Kyle
it was
Allen.
horrible.
With the
Absolutely
oof.
horrible.
He wasn't even
Another-
playing that bad either. He had 5 of 7, 62 yards. Like, he's doing all right.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of starting to like.
They're cursed. They're cursed.
Yeah.
Well, it's curse for firstly and foremost, of course. But secondly, I'm starting to wonder about that turf there in the Washington football stadium. There, like that seems like there are too many just horrifying leg injuries on that field.
They really
It
are.
feels like.
Excuse me, Rob. It's the Washington Football Team football stadium. You mean?
Correct. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. They had some excellent running from Antonio Gibson's 20 yards on 6 carries, and J.D. McKissick 17 yards on 3 carries. Alex Smith played. Speaking of leg injuries, and he threw for 325, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
I mean,
So-
see, this is the reason. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine the feeling that Alex Smith must have had going onto the field after watching a horrifying leg injury take out a QB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to play on that field. Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, I'm just like, and this is one of the reasons why if I were Alex Smith, I would have just fucking retired, man. Like,
Yeah.
And what made it worse was that not only did Fox like show it a couple times, but then On top of that, I had to see it again on the Red Zone channel, and they're like, "Look away if you're squeamish." And of course, you're not going to look away when someone
Yeah.
tells you that.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's just
It was
as
very,
someone-
very
like,
terrible.
catastrophic ankle injuries just hit me right in the nuts. It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I know how they feel.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, the Giants were up 20-3 at halftime, and they only won 23-20. So they did try and come back, and they
Yeah.
almost did.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
think you mentioned this in the Discord, or we've definitely talked about it before. But Daniel Jones, a 4-0 career record against Washington,
oh yeah,
and 1-16 versus every other team.
man, who was that team he beat? Now I'm kind of curious. Giants 20.
It's got to be another divisional opponent.
It's gotta be.
Probably the Cowboys.
Patriots or something.
Yeah, let's see. The Giants 20. Oh wait, this is 2018. Oh, 2019. Wait, how many games did the Giants win last year? They only won one.
That sounds not right.
No.
That's what I thought. Or was Eli
We would've been
Manning playing
making-
like a bunch of those games?
We would have been making.
Oh yeah,
fun of
Eli
way
Manning
more.
played a bunch of games. That makes sense.
Yeah, the Giants
Uh,
won 4 games last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he beat the what? Okay. Then, wait, who the Giants beat this year? How am I struggling to find all this?
Yeah.
Yeah. They beat.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
They beat the.
All right, I'm just gonna look this up.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones stats. Here we go. Here we go.
I wonder if the listeners are racing us now too. Just to know for themselves. Like, I bet I could find this out immediately.
They probably could.
I'm understanding why we have such dedicated statisticians that watch the show. Is because we're so
They know they
fucking
can do it
horrible
better.
at it. Yeah. We're
Oh
just
my God!
fucking
Shut up,
terrible.
Stephen A. Smith. I go to ESPN and he's just like, I don't know what's going on with the Redskins. Okay, so they've only beat Washington this year, so they swept the.
Apparently, Stephen A. Smith is now Jim Brown. I don't know.
Let me tell you about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, he's getting hawkish on him now. Let me tell you about the Pittsburgh Steelers, brother.
Daniel Jones 2019. It's got to be here, right?
Dude, I can't even find it. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Why is this so hard to find?
Hold on.
Washington,
I'm going for
Washington.
it. I'm gonna get it.
We spent way too long on this.
I know,
This
but
is-
now I
no.
have to know.
We have to know. 2019. It's got to be
dude.
okay. 2019 Giants. It's got to be in here.
I'm looking in the Giants' schedule. They beat the Patriots in the preseason. No, okay, hold on.
All right, good.
Hold on.
All
They
right,
beat the
you guys keep
football
looking.
team.
Moving
Oh,
on
I
here.
found it.
No, hold on.
I found it. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh
Woo! Week 1 of 2019, they beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 32-31.
They
There
beat
we
the
go.
Dolphins also.
Oh,
no! Was that Daniel Jones though?
I don't know. Let's see.
no,
Now
that was
it's
Eli.
Eli Manning.
All right, so it was the Bucks. All
It was
right,
the
we win.
Bucks. So
Bucks.
Daniel Jones, he can beat the Washington
I
football team
see
and the
why
Bucks.
he wanted to segue now.
I knew all along.
He knew all along. Anyway, the NFC sucks. Moving on. We had the Ravens Colts, which is a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's he's playing some good defenses, but he's getting stuffed by him. 19
Yeah.
of 23, 170 yards. He also ran for 58 and a touchdown. They didn't really do a lot. But on the other
Why are
side,
the Ravens doing better?
It's
Like,
I think so. I was reading some discourse about this over the week, and this is a Greg Roman offense too, which is the same dude who was with the 49ers a couple years ago under Harbaugh. And the same kind of thing happened then under the Niners with Cap and that style of offense. Except Lamar Jackson, I think, is far better than Cap was. So I don't know. I think what's happening right now is the league has adjusted, and they haven't adjusted to the adjustments yet.
Yeah, I think so.
Plus,
Plus,
I think
the
Lamar
Colts
Jackson is
defense
good
really
enough to like. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. And I don't know. I think Lamar Jackson is good enough that like they'll turn around the offense eventually.
Yeah. I did read that their left tackle is left or right. I think Ronnie Staley, who's like an all-pro left tackle's out for the year too for Baltimore. So that's like really big.
And look, I mean, it's similar to the situation that Flacco had in that they don't really have, a really great receiving core. And they've also, here's the other thing I was reading, is that they've moved away largely from, they were doing 3 tight end sets last year, and they're not as much this year. They're moving more to like 4 wide receiver sets.
Yeah.
And I think that's because they had to drop one of their tight ends from last year.
Yeah, I think they did.
So,
but
there's a couple of things happening.
They still won 24-10. And their defense
and they're 6-2. So.
Yeah, and they're 6-2. Their defense is still really good. Like, really, really good.
Lamar's been looking shaky though. I mean, he didn't look fantastic.
Yeah,
he looked very frustrated towards the mid stages of the game there.
Yeah, it's true, but I don't know. Like, I think even if this ends up being a down year for him in that offense, I still think he's got a long career of good things coming.
Yeah, until his knees start wearing out.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like I actually think he's good enough. Like that does happen to like running QBs a lot of the time, but like look at Vic, for instance. He played until like he was like what, 30, 36, 37?
I feel like Vic was better at passing though.
Well, but later on in his career, like Lamar Jackson came out better at passing than like Michael Vick ever was. Well, I mean, maybe not ever was, but I mean,
I would argue against that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not ever was, but in fairness, like he's and Lamar Jackson is getting better too. So like I think Michael Vick is probably is a pretty good comparison here, and I think Lamar Jackson has him beat by a couple of years on development as far as the passing game is concerned.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things you wait and see. He definitely is.
They have similar athletic abilities. I mean, like they both have like really, really good rocket arm type of passes.
Yeah. No, I think he is very similar to Michael Vick. Like, I think we've known that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be interesting. Who knows? Who knows? And on the other side, Phillip Rivers, 227 yards and a pick. Not great. He also had that tackle where he tried to tackle and just like fell over.
You mean the absolute worst attempt at a tackle ever seen in the NFL? I'm just going to lay back and spread eagle and just stay there like that.
That was funny.
Just like playing dead, like, I can't get up. Which, he's
my best.
He's like 80 years old out there.
I mean, he's basically Methuselah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's expecting Rivers to lay down his body for the
We're not expecting anything from Rivers at this point.
Yeah.
And Darius Leonard had 13 tackles. That dude's insane.
Yep.
So that's another reason. But, I mean, overall it was 10-7 at the half, and then the Ravens 17 unanswered to close the game. So.
Gotta do it.
Ravens, they're going to be going for the Super Bowl. Colts, probably playoff team.
First round exit guaranteed, dude. Like I said it a couple weeks ago, Phillip Rivers is just on track for his number one consistent goal of getting to the playoffs and then immediately leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
Then we had the Lions-Vikings. And more like the Minnesota Dalvin Cooks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Dude, he's real good. He's the fuck?
Very, very good.
So,
like, he just keeps being really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been really good.
There.
He's just he's been hurt. So he's either hurt or he's insane. It's like one or the other. So in the
You and
last,
Apollo. How could you pick against him?
Yeah.
He's on the upward trend.
in the last 2 games, he has 475 total yards and 6 touchdowns.
It's okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
200 yards from scrimmage and 2+ touchdowns in the last 2 straight. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking nuts.
And don't look
that's
now,
wild.
but the Vikings are 3-5. And if they,
Oh no! Good
God.
God! Keep them away from the kids. They're 3-5.
I mean, if they beat the Bears next week, they're only a game behind the Bears.
They're
and
gonna beat
Dalvin
the
Cook.
Bears. They're gonna beat them.
Yeah, like
Probably.
they can push for a wild card, and I don't know if I want to play Dalvin Cook when it's like 10 degrees outside.
Yeah.
The Bears finally got exposed, Coach, and it was lovely.
Yes, we're
We're gonna
almost
get to
there.
that
We're
game
almost
after
there.
this one.
We're out there. Kirk Cousins, 13 of 20, 3 touchdowns, 220 yards. And the Lions.
Yeah.
Lions!
Lions.
Lions.
Lions are gonna go like 5-11 or whatever the shit is.
Yeah, but they'll beat a really good team like in the next 2 weeks, and we'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Adrian Peterson, 29 yards, 8 carries. DeAndre Swift, 64 yards, 13 carries. Stafford, I think, got hurt, and Chase Daniel came in and threw 94 yards, touchdown, a pick. So,
Yeah.
Lions, they're legit gonna get like 6 wins, I think. That's what they
Maybe,
are. 5,
yeah.
6. So yeah, fun times. Then Titans, Bears. Boo. So
Good job, Titans.
this game was the Bears defense versus the Tennessee Titans for like pretty much the whole game. And once the Titans got ahead, once they had this crazy catch from A.J. Brown for a touchdown, it was pretty much over from then. The Bears stopped Derrick Henry, only had 68 yards on 21 carries. So they shut him down, but then once you get like 7 points up on the Bears, and you have a defense that's like at least average, you're going to be okay.
Tannehill only completed 10 passes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
They have a
their
good defense.
defense is great.
The passes he did actually throw like that, especially that one to Brown, was incredible. It was another one of those like Tom Brady-esque perfect, right in the center of his hands, in between the defender. I mean, it was beautiful.
And on the other side, Nick Foles threw 52 times. Completed 36 for 335, 2 touchdowns. Granted, most of those were in the fourth quarter during the prevent defense garbage time. So
Yep.
take it for what you
17
will.
points on in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Why does anyone ever play prevent? Like they
don't know.
change the name of it to allow, because that's what
Yeah.
fucking happens. Is just you let teams score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
What's the deal with calling it prevent defense?
I hate the prevent defense. I think it's dumb. Like,
Yeah, it
Well,
sucks.
I mean, the what the prevent part of prevent.
It's prevent injuries, right?
Well, no, no, but they put 4 people deep to prevent like long, like you can't throw like an 80-yard bomb.
Yeah,
You-
so people
you
just
do have
throw
to-
underneath constantly till you get to the 10-yard line and then they score. Like it happens all the fucking time.
Pokemon,
well-
go to the polls.
but that is sort of the point, right? Is it's like they're supposed to take a lot of time off the clock. Going
Yeah.
down the
Yeah, I
field
get it
and
for the time
ultimately
management.
scoring.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
then the offense gets the ball and runs the whole time, and then they get the thing and they get prevent, and then they take a lot of time, and then
But it's like I really think about it like as compared to if you just kept playing the same way you were, are the odds
Yeah.
really that
Yeah.
different that you would win still, instead of
Yeah.
just
They gotta
taking the
prevent
chances?
the TV viewers from turning off the game.
yeah.
the Bears fumbled 3 times. They lost 2 of them, including David Montgomery's fumble, which was picked up by Desmond King and ran back for a touchdown. And the Bears offense just looks
Horrible.
It's bad.
Very bad.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Not
Nick
good.
Foles actually almost threw 2 interceptions. They were like dropped though, so I mean,
Hey,
It-
Alan
it could've been
Robinson,
worse.
come to New York next year, please.
or
Yeah, I know.
He's going to leave Chicago. You know that much. But I think he's going to want to go to a quarterback that can, like, throw the ball.
That would be nice, yeah.
It's okay, Rob. You'll
He's
have
played,
the number one pick
He's
again.
played with Blake Bortles, Mitch Trubisky, and Nick Foles. Those have been his quarterbacks.
You know, Dan Giesling coached him.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
right.
weird.
Hmm.
That is.
He can play
no
for Dan.
wonder he's so good. He can play for Dan.
Yeah,
Play
he was-
Among Us.
He was coached in the mean streets of Detroit.
Yeah. So it's I'm happy. Bears have lost 3 in a row. They
As
are who we
expected.
thought they were,
Yep.
as they say.
And everyone, including the Discord, picked against him this week. So that was good job all around.
good job, everybody. And next week when they play the Vikings, that's actually going to
I'm taking the
be
Vikings.
a big game because if the Bears lose that, they drop to 500 and go into their bye week, and then the Vikings would rise up to 4-5, right?
Yeah.
And then they'd only be half a game behind the Bears. So I mean,
And they'd have the toss-up.
yeah, and they'd have the toss
Tiebreaker, yeah.
tiebreaker, yeah. So we're to see. I mean, as long as the Packers are at the top, I don't give a shit. So then we've got the Panthers Chiefs, which Panthers are
Yeah.
actually looking good.
Well,
don't
they
know.
got their Dalvin Cook back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
true.
McCaffrey back, and he
Yeah.
did not disappoint. He had 69 yards,
Nice.
Nice.
and a touchdown on 18 carries, and he had 82 receiving yards and a touchdown on 10
10
receptions.
fucking catches, dude.
God
Yeah.
damn.
10 for 10.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
for 10. That man is not human.
Yeah. So Bridgewater, 36 of 49, 310, 2 touchdowns. It was a good
Okay,
old fashioned
Bridgewater.
shootout.
Did you see his dive for the first down?
Yes.
Yeah. It's insane.
He's
It
so
was
good.
great.
By the way, the Chiefs ran the ball like 11 times. They had 14 yards on 5 rushes from Clyde Edwards-Helaire and
Lord,
8
yeah.
yards on 4 carries from Le'Veon Bell.
I don't want to hear anything about lowest amount of rushes in a game. All right.
Travis Kelce, I'm very happy I took in fantasy. He got 159 yards on 10 catches.
Yeah.
He's actually, I think, above and beyond the second best tight end available. So I took him in the second round. I'm happy I did.
Well, I
So-
mean, who's the best though? I mean, the Kittle's injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kittle's injured, and that's like the only other big competition.
Yeah.
So I told y'all before games began on Sunday for fantasy, I was like, I can't decide between Tyler Lockett and Tyreek Hill, but I know for sure that the one that I don't play is going to go off and have a huge day.
Guess who was on his bench? It's Tyreek, who went for 9 for 113 and 2 goddamn scores.
Yeah, he sure did.
Haven't we
lot of
already
touchdowns.
established you don't listen to my fantasy advice,
I,
Bear?
the moment you said Lockett, I should have switched him.
That's
Yeah.
true.
My words are poison in fantasy.
Actually, I am I now? Hold on, I gotta check fantasy.
Yes, Rob, you're still in first.
Wait, I'm in first.
I think
don't
you're in
think
second.
first.
You're in
Yeah,
second.
I'm in second. Yeah. All right.
Wait, who beat him? Who beat Rob?
No one beat
Nobody.
He won
NG
this
Wolfpack's in first.
Oh, NGB Great Talon.
Yeah.
He's been in first like the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were in first last week.
No. He was
Oh.
he was in first last week too. I'm a game behind. I'm a game back from him,
Yeah.
but I am in
Dude.
second place.
They gave me a
Uh,
fucking F for my performance this week. What the hell?
Wait, where's it show that?
It's F for fucked.
Yeah.
Nice one, Rob.
I'm still. We got the 4-way tie in third.
Yeah, it's a close league this year, dude.
Yeah, it is. How
Yeah,
many
it must be
playoff-
nice.
how many teams make the playoffs? Is it
16 make the
6?
playoffs.
Okay. All right, so not too bad. It's Invicta. You can always go on a winning streak. Be like the
Shut up.
Vikings.
I'm not listening to anything about fantasy until I'm actually able to not pick last and not get auto drafted again.
Well, you didn't show up.
I told them that I wouldn't be able to make it that day. Like, well, I'm just don't draft anyway.
Well,
And how did I get last pick again?
You
Again.
did get Devonte Adams, to be fair.
you
as
did
your
get Devontae.
pick.
Adams.
And he's
did
not
get
even on my
Devontae
team anymore.
You traded him.
That was That was
I ain't
you,
even
not
got
the
Ezekiel. I picked Ezekiel Elliott. He's not on my team.
I got last 3 times in a row now. I hate it.
And I'm happy I got rid of Zeke for Mike Evans because he's gotten more points than Zeke both weeks.
I mean, yeah, honestly, you're probably the benefactor of that trade now that I've had some retrospect there.
Yeah.
So good job, Chiefs. Way to go.
Way to go.
Bear did take the Chiefs lock on my double lock, so
Yep.
we had that.
I'll be here to not double lock this week.
It's okay.
Then we had the Buffalo Bills beat the Seattle Seahawks. I was the only one to call it big time
You
predictions.
did call 50% of your picks
was-
as upsets last week.
Okay, all right.
I do
Oh, also
Okay.
mentioned that Krendor finished last in Pick'ems this past
Okay,
week.
all right. I'll
the King
say
is back
okay.
having an
all right.
80% win
When
ratio
you look
this
back
week.
at it,
Oh, thank you. Yes,
when you
you're
look
right. I am
back at
very
it, all
good.
right, the football team could have won. All right, the Colts played pretty well for a half.
Yeah, that's
The Broncos almost came back.
great.
The
Yep.
No, you
Chargers,
did almost
if
win
the
some games,
Chargers
huh?
knew how to catch a football in the end zone or kick a field goal, they would have won.
Yep.
And then that was mainly it. And then the Jets.
You picked
fucking-
the Jets.
The Jets were up 17 points, and then they
The
got a
Jets
call from
almost did
management,
win.
and
The
management's
Jets
like,
are
"Hey, Joe
tanking on
Flacco, I know you're shredding the shit out of the Patriots. Can you just throw a ball up in the air for a pick so we can tank?" Like, yeah, that sounds
The
good.
Jets. You picked the Jets to win
They almost won.
a divisional game.
They almost won. All right, so the Bills won this game. Josh
The
Allen.
Bills were 7-2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
scary.
this was a big deal kind of game. And
They
also,
are-
I do want to mention that the Seahawks defense is bad.
Oh yeah, it's probably one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, that's gonna kill him. Like that's gonna kill him.
I
in
mean,
the playoffs.
Josh Allen absolutely lit them up.
That's
Yeah,
that's
You
wild.
throw over a 4 spot with 3 TDs and no interceptions, you are just torching.
And he
the
rushed
defense.
for one too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
31 for 38, dude. Like efficient as hell.
That is wild. That is a wild day for Josh Allen, to be
Russell Wilson, 390, 2 TDs, 2 picks, 28 of 41. Not the greatest.
He had a
Only
bad
one of those
day.
picks was really bad. The other one was kind of,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm not
That's
standing
still
up for,
honestly a really good line. Minus
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
He,
He's
again,
Russell
he almost
Wilson.
threw up 400.
honest. Yeah.
But there's a point where we were like, dude, Russell Wilson's like in a league of his own, And now it's kind of like Patrick Mahomes
I don't
probably.
think so.
I'd probably rather
I
Patrick
think as
Mahomes.
far as like pure passing ability right now, I think I'd put Russ still above. Well, maybe no. He's
I've
kind
put
of
him
up there
above
on his own.
everybody,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah. Like even if you look at like this was a bad day for Russell Wilson, and it was nearly 400 yards, and it was even touchdowns to picks, right?
Mhm.
But like, oh no, actually it wasn't even because he scored an offensive touchdown rushing too.
Yeah.
But listen to his stat line for this year right now: 71 completion percentage.
That's
20
nuts.
Yeah, 2,541 yards with 28 touchdowns already. 28,
Yeah.
He's got
8 picks.
8 picks. You look at Patrick Mahomes, he's got 2,687 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 1 pick.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, he's got 3 more touchdowns, and also, I imagine he has a couple of rushing. No, actually, apparently, this was his first rushing touchdown this year.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Huh.
I still take Russell Wilson over anyone in the league
Yeah.
if I had to pick.
Right now, I would take Russell Wilson over anybody.
I don't know. I still think I'd
Yeah,
take
Mahomes is very
Mahomes.
good. Look, I have Mahomes on my fantasy, and he's been winning me every week. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I agree, but like Russell Wilson, it's I think it's that he has more command of his team right now. I think in just because Mahomes is so
He's just
young.
he's just more experienced.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna give him
Quarterback
the
and as a
nod.
leader.
Like he's got playoff experience. He's the leader. Like I don't know what quality that is that makes him a better leader. It just like stands out that he is a leader, and
Mhm.
he I think he just knows more about football than most of the other quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah.
absent Deshaun Watson, who is just like a fucking
Mm.
football.
Well, I think Aaron
encyclopedia.
Rodgers would be pretty much up there.
And then like Brady and Breeze, but all those we're talking like mostly like of the new wave of quarterbacks here too.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, like there's obviously contenders, but Russ is pretty goddamn high up there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like I like the old quarterbacks like Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, and then like all new ones like Mahomes and all. He's kind of like in between.
Yeah,
He's
in
like
that
the he's
in-between
not
era.
up there, but he's not young. He was kind of like one of the first to be like a hybrid running back, but he's like still better at passing.
Yeah.
So
Well, and also he's got the he had the he was I kind of feel like he was the last real victim of the old NFL the QB's too short mentality. that
Oh,
got
yeah.
him drafted in the 3rd round, you know.
yeah,
Well, he's what, like 5? He's
like
5'11".
5'10". Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
a
pretty
freaking
short.
midget.
Yeah.
Like for an NFL QB that
Yeah,
is
no, I think
short.
NFL QBs are typically like 6'4", 6'5"
That's
at this
the
point,
old.
right?
That's the old. Yeah, all the old football scout guys are like, you got to be 6'4" to see over the linemen, and all the linemen are
Right.
like 7 feet tall. So it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell? I mean, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But anyway, so
Maybe if you have a fucking step stool.
yeah, yeah. So, but you know, they said the same. They said the shit about you know, Breeze back in the day. They said it about Russell Wilson. He got drafted in the 3rd round, and then they
Yeah.
said they're trying to say the same shit about Baker Mayfield until he got drafted in the 1st overall pick, and then I think that was officially out the window. And then
Yeah.
Kyler Murray came in. You know,
And Kyler's even shorter, isn't he? How tall is
yeah,
Kyler?
Kyler might be the shortest.
he's
QB
like
in the league.
5'9" maybe.
He's
I think he's
5'10".
shorter
Oh,
than me.
5'10".
Oh no. Yeah.
Mm.
Dude,
Sometimes they even bump him up a little bit. Oh yeah, he's 5'10".
Yeah.
He's actually 5'9". With
I'm
shoes
sorry,
on.
Right.
I got distracted by something that popped up on the NFL website as an ad, and now I'm like clicking around on it, and like I'm looking at like all the globally tracked great white sharks in real time. It's incredible.
Oh.
Don't ask me how I got here, but they have pictures of the individual sharks when you click on them. It's pretty badass.
Oh, do they have names? Is it
Yeah,
like-
I'm looking at a blue shark right now named Cubs Win,
Nice.
and it's currently off the coast of Rhode Island.
oh,
Give
wow.
me another one real quick. I want to know another great white shark
Yeah.
name.
Okay, there's a great white shark named Helena. She's off the coast of
Helena.
Jacksonville. There's a tiger shark named Southjaw, and she's
that's
over,
pretty
or
cool.
he's over at Pensacola.
Yeah, that's obviously
and,
a he. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
oh.
yeah. Why does the he get Southjaw and the she gets Helena?
There's Damon, a male mako shark off the coast of New Orleans.
Mhm.
And hang on, I gotta find one near Vegas here, and
Please do. Yeah.
Okay.
The Vegas is known for its shark.
known for its- okay, well the closest tracked animal to Vegas is a turtle in San Diego named Coral. So there you go.
all right, good.
This has been Animal Time with Sinvictus.
This is
this
gonna
is
be a new segment.
Look, I used
Yeah.
to want to be a marine biologist. All right, this is
Dude.
amazing to me.
Pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
There's a blue shark named Thomas near Bermuda. Let's go, Thomas.
Yeah, dude.
A 9-foot blue shark. Let's go.
So yeah, that's what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Bills looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Seahawks didn't. Mainly the Seahawks defense.
looks bad.
Yeah.
I'm putting this in Fusen balls because I know that you guys are just desperate to
All right.
actually.
I mean,
see
I
it.
do
actually
kind
do,
of want to
yeah.
see it.
Bills are going
It
to be
actually
contending.
is pretty incredible.
Seahawks are going to be a we'll beat you in a shootout or we'll lose type of situation.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we had the Broncos Falcons.
Broncos.
And
Falcons.
they almost falconed it up.
Almost.
They really
but
did.
Matt Ryan, 284, 3 touchdowns, a pick. Todd Gurley, 53 yards and a touchdown. Their leading receiver was, of course, the fan favorite Olamide Zacchaeus.
Yep. That's the
Naturally.
name.
Naturally. And on the other side, Broncos, Drew Lock, 313, 2 TDs and a pick, although they were down 27-6. And then in the fourth quarter, the Broncos scored 21 points. So another
do have to
garbage
say
time
that-
comeback.
I now hate Todd Gurley even more than I did laughing at him for messing up that that touchdown when he was quoted with saying they rich as hell when he was talking about the multi-millionaire quarterback of Matt Ryan and who else was the other one, Coach?
Jared Goff, because that's who he
Goff,
played
yeah.
for.
He's
Yeah.
correct. He was
They,
right.
they is rich as hell, but you know who else is rich as hell? Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
He only makes like
$49 million, Todd.
only 49 million, dude.
Only.
Matty Ice has made a quarter of a billion.
The question he was asked is, what is the difference between like Matt Ryan and Jared Goff, or like what are the similarities between Jared Goff and Matt Ryan? And he said that they're rich. And
That's
he's correct.
true. Yeah,
He is right.
They're
can't
rich
argue
and they've
that.
both
As
not
he
won a
himself
Super
is
Bowl.
also not rich.
I don't know if the implication that there was true was the case necessarily.
Rob, the man can't even not score a touchdown when it matters, all right?
Like if I have a lot of bananas and Rob has a lot of bananas too, he has like way more bananas than me, and I have the audacity to say Rob has a lot of bananas. You know what? I agree. That seems a little weird because when I look back at my banana pile, I gotta have a little bit of self-awareness and be like, well, to be fair, I've also got a lot of bananas.
Yeah, then you look at me and Coach Crendor, we got 0 bananas.
We got
over
no
here.
bananas
It's
over
like,
there,
well,
yeah.
bananas,
it could be
dude.
worse. I could have none of this.
Yeah.
Assholes.
So anyway, that's why the Falcons won with their bananas. And Falcons,
Why you got so many bananas, Rob? It's pretty
Yeah,
weird.
Rob.
Well, I'm trying to. You ever play Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
got big mountains of banana. I always
Oh,
dreamed of going into a room like that. To be honest.
okay. Dude,
ever
yeah,
since
I'm
I
with
was
that
a young boy, I
100%.
dreamed of having a banana mountain.
It would be great for about 2 days until they all started to rot.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
after that,
man.
it's going to be absolutely terrible. It's just going to be filled with.
Imagine the banana bread. That
What
you-
kind of
Oh.
what kind of bananas do you guys like to
monkey
eat? What
feces
ripe
and
level?
rotten bananas.
Dude, I gotta eat those bananas like when they're basically yellow green. Like once
Yeah,
the
that's what
greenness
I'm
is
at.
gone, I think that's about the time I start to lose the interest in the banana.
Yeah.
They're a little bit
Wild.
too tannic for me if they're green. I gotta go for just pure yellow.
Oh, you guys are so wrong.
No, don't you tell me you're gonna be eating those brown spotty
talk
bananas, dude.
Black skin, yes.
No!
so disgusting.
What?
Not completely. I'm not that
Rob.
far.
Oh,
But
They just-
it's definitely got to be like all like you could barely see the yellow because then it's at its ripest.
No.
What?
most
then it's
beautiful.
ready to throw away.
That's
It's got like
delicious.
flies
Ugh.
and shit on it.
You can even eat the brown bits, you know.
Whoa! They're not supposed to be eaten.
I don't generally, but you can.
I know you can. You can
Yeah,
eat the
you
peel
can.
too. You're not the fucking
Oh
gonna
my
I
enjoy
can eat
it
this
though.
toothpick right now. It doesn't mean I'm going to.
You guys are eating like these hard,
They're not hard.
non-creamy bananas that are just
No,
it's
they're rigid. They have some fucking
They're
snap
horrible.
to them, dude.
Yeah, when
you
it's like
plantain
it
thing.
just changes from like green to yellow. It's still like a little green on it. That's like it's perfect for eating.
I don't want it to mush in my mouth when
Yeah,
I bite
ugh.
down into it, man. I want to have some resistance there.
I want to have a little bit of resistance, but I also want like it to be soft. I don't want it to be too hard and not like banana-y.
Oh God, you guys are.
So
it hurts
we've
how
learned
wrong
that
you
me
are.
and Bear
No,
are the
you're
best
wrong.
banana eating.
You're wrong, Rob.
I
You're just
wanted-
wrong.
I almost feel like I want to make fun of you for being white, but I don't know if this is a white. thing.
You told me you like blackened banana peels, and you're gonna come on in on
yeah,
your high horse
you.
like you guys don't understand flavor.
I knew you were a trash panda, but I didn't know you were actually a trash panda.
Yeah, we're gonna have. I'm gonna see in the comments section here on the YouTube video. The more ripe banana is the way to go.
This is the most
it, though?
upset you've made
Okay.
me about a food opinion in years.
All right, when you take a look at the ripened banana scale. All right.
Okay, do we actually have one here? Hold
I
on.
actually thought for a moment that you were like segueing back into football, but then the banana peel was.
All right,
very
hold
good.
on. So Google ripened banana scale
I'm
for
doing
me
it.
here,
I'm
right?
doing it
okay,
right
and
now.
it's
All
just the
right.
second picture. This has got there's a
Right,
guy
yeah,
who watermarked it, whose name is David Wolf, because apparently this is his life's work, is creating a banana ripeness scale.
Uh-huh.
So thank you, David, for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm looking at probably between a 2 and a 3.
Well, give me the scale. I need to see this scale.
Well, that's what I told you. Google ripened banana scale.
Oh, God.
Yeah, ripened banana.
I'm not gonna do the work
No,
for you.
number three is perfect.
Number 3, I would eat honestly, but I'm talking about like ideal situation. We're going like between 2 and 3.
No, it's too green. Between 2 and 3.
Which,
It's too
which
green.
one are we're looking at? The one that's like in a fan in a circle.
No, it's the second one, Rob. That says David
The
Wolf.
second one says David Wolf in the corner. He's got an
He
avocado
spells-
in there.
He spells his
Yeah.
name with an avocado.
Yeah.
I do not see this one.
How do you not
What?
get that? All right, hold on. If we can't even agree on what the ripened banana scale is, how are we
we
gonna
can't
have
even continue this
an
podcast?
informed debate?
This is
I
where
gotta
I
get you
draw
the
the
link
line.
here. Hold on. Okay,
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Put it in Foos and Balls right there. Boom.
Don't worry, Coach Crendor will also be linking it in the YouTube
I
information.
sure
box.
will.
Okay,
All
it's
right.
that one. All right, yeah, all right.
Yeah, you got it. Between 2 and 3 for me, man.
Oh my God, that's a you're eating. I mean, look, I love plantains. Don't get me wrong, but you're eating plantains basically.
This is a banana, Rob.
You gotta go. I go with a 3. 3 is the best.
No, two is
terrible
madness.
plantain.
2 is absolute.
No, I'm not
madness.
gonna eat a 2. No, I'm telling you a little bit after the 2.
All right.
A little bit after.
I'm
When
saying
the yellow is taking over more than the green. That's what I'm
3 is
talking about as like an
perfect.
ideal
3
situation.
is perfect. I agree.
3 is
3
perfect for me.
3 is
Three
quite
is-
good, yes.
3 is you just bought it. You shouldn't
What?
eat it yet. Yes.
No,
You buy
you
them
bought
green.
it. I buy 2s. I'm buying fucking 2s because I know I'm not gonna
No,
eat it that
no.
day.
I'm
you
buying
buy the
2s or
3s
3s.
because you eat minimum the 4.
I don't even know when do 1s even exist. First of all, I've never seen a fucking 1 in my
That's
life.
like on, that's on
It's
the
like one
tree.
of those weird Mike Ikes that nobody eats.
For people who don't have the visual aid yet or don't have it up, because I'm hoping Crendor links.
I'll remember, dude. I remember something like this.
Yeah.
But the 3 is like a perfectly yellow banana with like a little green tip, and then 4 is when it starts having like little bits and spots. And
4
stuff.
is
4 is when I
like-
start having problems.
4
is
is
when
like,
it's like-
if I'm
like
hungry,
when
I'll eat it. All right.
So wait,
That-
Rob,
See,
you're
that's the
telling
same for me.
Yeah.
you're telling me you're going for like a 6 or something though.
6, yeah, 100%.
What's the matter with you, Rob?
That's when you
This is
start making
not
banana
food.
bread out of it.
7 doesn't seem bad either. To me.
No,
Far past the prime.
7 is
Oh
in
my
the garbage
God.
can.
7 is like COVID in your stomach.
It is not at all.
Dude, I remember in high school, I saw some girl eating a banana like that, and I almost threw up.
You guys are so wrong. Oh,
No, it's 3 versus 1. You're wrong.
Now, take a look
I mean,
at this
right
one.
now, but until the comments get involved, we'll see.
Did you know? Underripe, a source of prebiotics with high resistant starch. Yellow, you get sweeter with higher antioxidant levels. Then you hit
Yeah.
ripe. Very ripe, you
makes
start losing vitamins and minerals. Then
Rob,
overripe,
you're gonna be undernourished.
you're undernourished.
But then look at what it says on the top there on the ripe and the very ripe, the overripe and the very is super sweet. That's
Well,
the tastiest banana. is
that's
that
not
you're-
tasty.
you're
That's just
losing the
sugary.
nutrients. You might as well just eat sugar at that point.
bananas for the oh boy, I
You're
can't
getting the
wait.
potassium, dude.
Yeah,
That's what Honey I
potassium.
Shrunk the Kids
Important.
told me.
And you
Look,
mix
we're
it with
get-
peanut
we're all
butter. You
getting
get
old.
peanut
We
butter
need
banana.
potassium.
Peanut
I
butter
eat a
banana,
banana 'cause
dude.
I want to eat a banana, not because I want the potassium.
I do also want bananas, so let's keep going. Thanks
All right.
to the Broncos.
Um,
Cup.
Yeah, bananas. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, peanut butter banana. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, it's good.
It's better
It's
than
great.
PB&J. I said
Oh
it.
yeah, you're probably right about that. Yeah.
Watch this: peanut butter, banana, and honey.
Yeah,
Oh, I like
there
that.
we
Real
go.
good.
I like.
Now we're back on the same food.
All right,
Mhm.
now we can move on. Raiders beat the Chargers again.
Yeah.
Can you say heartbreaking loss for another week for the Chargers?
Heartbreaking loss another week for the Chargers.
You
He
did.
Oh.
did it! Wow,
Wow.
good job.
Hey, I'm a big
Um,
boy now.
So yeah, Justin Herbert looked great. 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, including dropped touchdowns by the Chargers, and including one at the end of the game, which would have won him the game. And they're like, the game is over. He dropped it, which he did.
He did drop it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And he also surpassed Cam Newton for the most passing yards by a rookie quarterback in the first 7 starts since
Ooh.
1950.
Dude,
That is
Herbert
wild.
is crushing it. Like
He is.
He's the real deal.
He really
Yeah.
is. He's got good weapons too. You got Keenan Allen, 103 and a touchdown. Mike Williams, good. Hunter
I mean, and
Henry.
they're losing in a great. I mean, if I were a Chargers fan, I'd be really happy about losing the way that you're
Yeah.
losing, which is just like you look really good, but you'll still have good draft.
I mean, like,
position.
what was their expectation this year? I don't think it was very high, right? I mean, like,
Probably not.
it's
No,
the
it's
post Rivers era for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's rebuilding. They're not going to do anything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I assume they expected to not do.
They also
great.
had a pretty gnarly schedule. So
Mhm.
I think that the Chargers are probably like 1 or 2 seasons out from being back to form.
I'd say only one at this
Probably
rate.
more. Yeah, no,
They get-
Well, I mean,
They
they've
get
got a tough division, though.
Yeah.
they do, and I don't know if they have. They probably don't have a great deal of draft picks. Would be my guess.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
Can we get a
what do they
check on that?
They've got. It looks like they've got a straight line basically.
Oh,
They've got an
okay.
extra 6 this year.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
if they can get like like just another good like tight end and another solid receiver, like I think that they are going to be dangerous. Because if they run the two tight end out like they used to with Antonio Gates and what was the other guy named? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I only remember Antonio Gates.
LaDainian?
No, he was an
running
actual
back.
tight end. I forget his name, but they used to run it, and it was really, really good. And someone kind of ironically, Herbert does kind of look like a young Rivers back when in prime, except I think that he has more talent at this time. For a rookie, that's a pretty good compliment. So I think that, I still think it's gonna be 2 seasons out, but a couple of draft picks, give him a better, like another tight end and a good receiver.
yeah.
They're going to be taking over that division because I don't think the Raiders are going to be going anywhere. I think this might be, they've got maybe this year and next to do something before Gruden's going to start wearing out his welcome.
Yeah, probably.
If that's the case, sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I just said that Gruden, remember, has that 10-year contract though. Too.
Oh,
he'll do that long as time. I don't know.
But
I
his
think-
draft, but he's already exhausted most of the draft picks that they were supposed to be doing stuff with. That's why I said it's do or die for this year or next for the Raiders, and then we'll see where they go from there.
I think it's more about like developing the draft picks they've picked, right? Like Joshua Jacobs was one of those picks, and he's really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's more about like quarterback, like Derek Carr. Do you stick with Derek Carr going forward, or do you like?
I think so. I mean, he looks good. I mean,
Yeah.
he this year he's got 2,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, the 2 picks. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 70% completion percentage basically. So
Yeah, I'm not saying the Raiders are bad. But they need to start moving this year or next, is what I'm saying.
Every time I see on the Chargers, there's Kalen Ballage, 69 yards and a touchdown. I just think of balayage, which is like a type of hair. So I just keep thinking of the hair.
Sounds like a casino in Louisiana.
The balayage.
Come down to the balayage.
Come on down to the balayage.
We got some gumbo.
So yeah, it's a balayage. It's like the hair. It's like the wavy hair with highlights in it from the girls get. If you type in balayage balayage, you'll see, and you'll be like, that's a balayage, and then you'll see Kalen Ballage and be like, dude, Kalen balayage.
I'm not gonna do that, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, now that you've said it so much, I think it's basically the work is done already for me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the mall people hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mall people hair.
Yeah, people who derive enjoyment from walking around malls.
I like walking around malls.
Oh, you're a mall person.
I'm a
That's
mall
probably why
person, dude.
why you
I would
know
rather
That's probably
stay
why I
home.
know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like walking around malls now, but I used to.
Welcome to 4 guys talk about their daily lives here, where we discuss our
Anyway, the
unusual
Dolphins played
Balayage
the
here.
Cardinals,
Oh yeah, Cardinals.
and the
The
Dolphins won.
Dolphins have won 4 fucking straight. What?
Yeah, they're 5-3.
They're 5-3.
What? the
Yeah,
hell?
look at that, dude.
They might, they
Miami
might
Dolphins.
make the playoffs.
I think they can.
They
make
could,
playoffs.
yeah. They've got a good shot.
Yeah,
Playoffs.
playoffs.
I mean, they're gonna take the division.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about that.
No,
could.
I don't
They
think they'll take
could.
the
They could.
division, but I think they'll make a wild card.
They will make the wild card. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
they'll probably make the playoffs this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably make the playoffs too, but yeah, I'm not sure if they'll be able to make it through the wild card though.
Yeah.
It
Look,
might.
I will admit that I had no faith in the Dolphins when the season started. I don't think anyone did, but they beat a rapidly streaking Cardinals who were on a pretty good hot streak.
Oh yeah.
Going into this game, and this was a game that they were heavily favored to win, and the Dolphins absolutely won this game handedly. I mean, it was only 3 points at the end, but it was a hard fought game, and they beat Kyler Murray, who was on fire, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not to mention the dude threw 3 touchdowns. He also rushed for over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, both QBs looked really good, to be honest. Like
Tua's going to be scary.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He
They're,
went.
they're both they have very very similar skill sets too.
Yep.
They really are.
both of them.
and
Yeah, it was surprisingly the game of the week, I think.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was the game of the week. I mean, Tua went 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, 20 of 28. It's not bad.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he's a rookie. You know. That's
Yep. Devontae Parker, 64 yards, pretty good.
He's a rookie this
He's a
year.
rookie. A rookie. Their defense
Man,
is honestly pretty solid.
Just we're on the name train a bit today, but can you imagine if he didn't have a shortened version of his name and they made him say the full fucking pronunciation every single time they had to announce what he did?
I've heard the broadcasters say Tagovailoa. Is it pronounced Tagovailoa?
I'm not
I don't
actually
know.
sure.
Well, I've heard the broadcasters say Tagovailoa, so I'm going with that for the time being. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I'd like to know what he says his last name is.
Anytime I hear Tunga, I hear Ryan doing one of his little Tunga things that he
Oh,
does
yeah.
on stream.
Let's see. It says the first part of Tua Tagovailoa's name is fairly straightforward. It's pronounced as it is spelled, Tua.
Great.
So
Alright, good.
I think it's
that,
just
that was not the one that was at issue.
Thank
I
you,
think.
Joe
No,
Buck.
it's probably just like Dick Stockton or some old guy like Tonga Tyler. Roll
I'm
it
Joe
out.
Buck, and TUA is pronounced Tua.
I'm Joe
Joe
Buck.
Buck.
Joe
This has been
Buck.
Joe Buck.
So yeah, that game happened.
We can move
Dolphins
on,
good.
yeah.
Cardinals.
Yeah,
My
also
point.
good.
My point was that the Cardinals, they were on a 3-game win streak, cultivating, and also
Yeah.
aggravating with the Seattle Seahawks win. By the way, before they went to the bye week, they were supposed to win this game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, week 10, Dolphins and Bills,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good
it's
game.
gonna be good.
The winner of that game determines the division winner.
I will
Just saying.
say that the Jets, as bad as they are, look at the Dolphins. Last year, we even made the rule of like you can't lock the Dolphins.
Right. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Now they're like
We thought they were losing games on purpose last year.
yeah.
And you know what? I think
And
they
it
might have
worked.
been right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because look at their quarterback now.
Yeah, we got to it.
Yeah, and I mean, it really does, to be honest, look like the Jets are doing the same to try to get Trevor
So
Lawrence.
Rob, you got to have faith for next year.
I also
I
think
just- I mean,
Brian
you want me to have
Florence.
faith in the
I
Jets
think,
organization.
I think the Dolphins
Yeah.
have better coaches.
That's the other
Yeah.
thing.
They don't have
Brian
Adam
Flores.
Gase.
Yeah, and I'm still not certain Adam Gase is going to be gone next year. So
Yeah,
we'll-
their head coach doesn't eat meth.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll see what happens.
And you're not even supposed to do that with the math.
That's what he's
I mean,
doing.
real men
He's doing it
Real
wrong.
men shove it up their ass. So.
Right. You
All
boof
right.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
you boof it.
the Steelers played the Cowboys.
This might
Speaking
be-
of booping math, the
this might be
Steelers
the-
played the Cowboys.
This might be
Yeah.
the worst show that we've ever done.
I
I
think
should
it's
have
the
just
best show
gone
we've
the
done.
fuck to bed. I should have just gone to bed.
Hey, it's the best show
Jesus
we've done.
Christ.
I feel like we barely talked. We talked about bananas and shark.
Yeah, I
sharks.
don't know how the fuck we even got on most of those
And
topics.
mall
Yeah,
walking
we're
and
boofing meth right up the
byages.
ass.
Bailey
worst.
balayage.
Coach is trying to save it as best he can.
It's over. It's just
The
over.
the Steelers, James Conner, 22 yards, 9 carries. They had nobody run the ball. Roethlisberger, 29-42, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. Woo.
And then he caught COVID. Dun,
And
dun,
then he
dun,
caught
dun, dun,
COVID.
dun.
But on the other side, Garrett Gilbert.
Garrett Gilbert.
21-38,
Garrett.
243, a touchdown, a pick. Not bad against one of the best defenses.
Rip Ben DiNucci, man.
Yeah.
DiNucci.
Big Ben DiNucci's not playing anymore.
The fucking Ben DiNucci's on the bench.
You move on from Ben DiNucci to Garrett Gilbert.
They should call him
It was
bench.
They should call him
yes,
Ben
I was gonna
DiNucci.
call
You
that
know
one.
it.
I was got that one.
Oh, man. We have fun here.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys actually looked like they could win this game until they didn't win the game.
Right.
They were up.
Yeah.
They kind of pulled the Jets, actually.
This looks like a lot of the scoreboards from earlier games this week, where the one team was winning for the majority of it, and then for some reason allowed the other team to score a bunch of points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Except this time the Steelers won because of that.
Yeah, and they actually had a weird decision where they didn't kick the field goal. They would have went up by 8, but then they were like, "We're gonna go for it," and they didn't get it. And Tony Romo was like, "No, it's the right play to do," and I was like, "Why?"
I don't understand why that was the right play to do, Tony.
Yeah, and I mean, then the
makes
Cowboys drive down. They could have won the game if they just made one play at the end. Like they just threw it to the end zone, didn't get it. So I don't know. But Cowboys didn't look bad.
For whatever reason, a lot of people, like I was even giving some credence to the idea that this was going to be a trap game for the Steelers. And like, why? But like, for what purpose? Like, how does it make any sense? The Cowboys suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're so bad.
At the same time, they did almost lose.
And I don't know how.
It doesn't make any sense.
The Cowboys have almost won almost every single game this year
Yeah.
until Dak went down, and then
Yeah.
I love that Apollo got counter locked. By the way,
Oh yeah, that is true.
he was picking again. He was locking against Steelers just so they wouldn't win, and then all of a sudden they did win, but then they couldn't win because he locked them, so they didn't win, but then they did.
Yeah.
He's playing big brain
It
games.
seems like the undefeated streak is probably at an end in the next couple of weeks, would be
Yeah.
my guess. You
Yeah, I
know,
think so.
if Mason Rudolph has to play.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming to a close. Which shit?
Yeah.
Although, the couple of players have had COVID so far, and they've only been out like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So
2-3 weeks
know.
usually.
it might not be the end of the season for the Steelers.
Yeah, have they had their bye week yet? I don't even know if they've had their bye week.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Steelers. Why didn't I just type in Steelers bye week? Here we go.
I don't know.
I think were they supposed to have a bye week and then they had to play their game?
I don't know.
I think
Maybe
that might have been what happened.
They had
or
a
something.
furloughed bye week.
that sucks.
I don't know. Steelers Titans are scheduled week 7 while Steelers moved a week. I don't know. I don't look into it.
All right.
Thanks.
I mean, wait, they're 8-0, right? So like most teams have played 9 games. So
That is correct.
Yeah.
I don't think they have. Or wait, so they have had it. That would mean.
Probably.
So they 8-0.
I'm pretty sure they have.
I failed algebra like twice. All right, don't.
Yeah, they had a bye week 4.
Okay.
Their next 3 weeks are the Bengals, Jags, and Ravens. So like, if Ben gets back before the Ravens, that could be okay.
Yeah. Honestly, they could win all those. I mean, Bengals a little scary now, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Oh man, we got the game of the week, folks.
Moving on to the Jets and the Patriots.
Oh, before we say this, I will say everybody's like, "Can we fire Mike McCarthy yet?" And they're like, "Nope, he's our coach." And now I told you so. Anyway,
Cowboys, dude, they're gonna stick with them for like 10 years.
thank God. Have fun. Saints 38, Buccaneers 3.
Wow.
This was a man. I watched like the first quarter and a little bit of the second. It was just a shellacking.
Shellacking. Good word.
Actual shellac.
Actual shellac, dude. The Tom Brady 209 yards, 3 interceptions.
Oof.
Easily one of his worst games ever.
Of his
Yeah,
career.
probably. Yeah, totally of his career.
The Buccaneers ran the ball 5 times, including one of those, which was a knee by Blaine Gabbert.
Oof.
So technically 4 carries for 9 yards in the running game.
Oof.
And yeah, it was bad.
They got, I mean, from all facets, just obliterated. Like they had no chance.
I don't think you're gonna score a lot of points when you run 5 times in a game, to tell you the truth. But like, I mean, they were behind the whole time.
Yeah. They got Antonio Brown though, guys. Honestly, this is the curse of Antonio Brown. I'm telling you. He's gonna come in and destroy this thing, which is fine with me. I don't want to play the Bucs playoffs.
I was glad to be able to watch this, just because I was glad to be able to see a Breeze Brady in my lifetime. That was nice. I mean, we got 2 of them, of course, this year, and we'll probably get more of them. Well, I mean, this might be the last one actually, but
Yeah.
which would be funny. But yeah, man, like it hardly even felt like that. It felt more like a why are the Bucks 6-2 kind of game to me while I was watching it.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to this team over the last 2 weeks? Like, how are they devolving? Can you explain it, Sin?
It's times like this when we think about past choices and who likes the worst ripened bananas. That's really the debate here.
What kind of ripeness do you think Tom Brady would prefer? I think he might. I think he might eat a 1.
I would
No,
give it a one.
I think he might eat a
1,
1.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
he
he
only
would-
eats ones.
He wants
Yeah.
the probiotics.
He would eat a 3. I know my Tom.
Tom Brady.
You know you're Tom. Fuck you.
This game
yeah.
was fucking awful.
Yeah.
I have never seen a worse played, coached, executed, entertaining Bucks game in my life. I have never seen it. And to have it happen against my most hated team of all time
Oh.
is just the extra boof up the ass. Absolutely just 2 boofs right up.
2 boots.
Because Tom looked horrible. I don't know what was going through his mind.
Dude,
that,
a couple
like,
of those picks were just, oh
Yeah.
God, what the hell are you
and
doing?
even Bruce called him out on it, which is good because they were horrible. But it starts from the top. It was horrible play calling. We set a record. Congrats, Tampa. You set another record, a ridiculous record now for the lowest amount of rushing attempts in an entire game in the NFL history.
Wow.
History.
5. And
Okay.
one of them was a kneel down at the end of the game because you were losing by too many points.
Yep.
Ouch.
And
It's
on
a
top
mess,
of all that, we ended up signing Antonio Brown, the Antonio Brown, who does not deserve A, any money, B, to be in the NFL, and C, to even have a house at this point, because the man should be probably in jail or incarcerated at some sort of mental institution. He is toxic. He is poison. I said that since day one. I didn't want him. We don't need him. He shows up. All of a sudden, Mike Evans's productivity and production goes downhill. He hasn't been targeted. He was targeted 17 times total in the last 3 games. That's horrible. That's absolute trash. Antonio Brown only wanted to play a select few amount of plays. He ended up playing 1 more than he had to, and he stopped an interception that was thrown by a really, really, really bad pick by Tom, and he wasn't even supposed to be in that play. So Arian said that if there's anything that goes sideways with Antonio Brown, he's out. But honestly, this is like the final wake-up call. If the Bucks ever want to actually become not the NFC pretenders, but actual contenders, because the Saints proved this season that they can stop Tom Brady and that they deserve the NFC South. And I hate the Saints, and I hate the Saints fans, and I hate New Orleans, and I hate the Bucks.
Well, there's an interesting quote from Ryan Shazier, the former Steeler linebacker. And he said, the biggest thing for me on Antonio is he's all for attention. He's super about attention, man, on the field, off the field. I don't know if he's bipolar and all that stuff, but like one day me and him would be cool. Then if you don't say something he wants to hear, he's mad at you. Like, bro, I don't have time to suck up to you and be your best friend. You don't want to hear what I've got to say. I'm trying to tell you for your advice from my past experiences. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope he doesn't do that over there.
I've known people like that.
Yeah.
And they deserve to get hit by trucks.
I'd rather just not be in football.
Yeah.
So he can get hit by a truck.
I'd rather you stop saying that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Taysom Hill ran for 54 yards and had 48 yards passing. In fact, Taysom Hill had more carries than the Buccaneers.
Yep.
In fact,
Great.
so did Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray and Dwayne Washington. In fact, Jameis Winston almost had as many carries as the Buccaneers with negative 3 yards. So, in fact, Jameis Winston came in and threw a pass for 12 yards.
He sure did.
Yep. And I don't know if you saw it, but at the end, he ate the W in the locker room.
Yep. Truck to the face.
So that was that game. I don't know what it is, but it's literally like Packers, Saints, Buccaneers. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Packers beat Saints, Saints beat Bucks, Bucks beat Packers. So hopefully we don't play the Bucks. And we had the game of the week. The New England Patriots and the New York Football Jets.
Which was actually like the second best game of the entire week.
It's actually a pretty good game.
Yeah, I fell asleep on it.
Here's what was weird about it, right? Like the first half, the Jets were up 20-10 at halftime. Joe Flacco was like shredding the Patriots. Like Perryman, Mims, Crowder. He was like making amazing throws. And then the second half, I swear, I'm convinced they called down and they're like, "Can you stop it? Like, we're trying to tank here." And he's probably like, "Fuck it, all right." And then they're like, he's got a wide open tight end in the flat, like for 10 yards, easy first down, and he bombs it into double coverage. And I was like, everybody was like, what's he doing? Like, it doesn't even make sense. And I was at that moment, I was like, he's got to be tanking. There's like,
it did seem like there was a light switch at one point. All of a sudden,
yeah.
Take it away, Rob.
You don't question the elite dragon, Joe Flacco. No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like it, I struggle to think that teams in the NFL are like legitimately tanking, but it really does. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years, especially like at least the last like 3 or 4 years, it kind of feels like teams do tank in the NFL. And I think the Jets are. And I don't know. I don't know if you see that's the thing with Joe Flacco. Like I don't know if somebody would be like, "Hey Joe, throw a pick," and he'd be like, "Yeah," because like he's trying to make money, you know, like he's trying to like go to another team and get another contract. So I'm not so sure that he would want to do that. I mean, unless they're gonna put in a good word for him with another team and be like, "Hey, he threw the pick when we asked him to."
He had been hitting like a lot of deep balls, so he might have just been like, "You know what? Fuck it, let's take another one. I bet we can hit it."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like I don't think like that's the thing is I don't think it requires a conspiracy to explain why Joe Flacco threw an interception that was dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's Joe Flacco. But at the same time, it does really feel like I think the Jets are tanking on purpose. And I actually don't even think that's that.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
you're not gonna go anywhere. The fans already hate you. Like, there's nothing to gain to try to win, and the players aren't into it. The players aren't with the coaches. There's literally no reason not to at this point.
I will say the Jets actually have like some decent pieces. I thought they were gonna be like a garbage show, but they actually got like some good players.
Well, I mean, actually, our last draft is looking, pretty good overall. I mean, Mekhi Becton looks really good, which is great, and I'm very happy about that. And then, Mims looks good too. I think.
He looks really good.
4 catches, 62 yards. Some of those catches were real nice. Hopefully, Trevor Lawrence is throwing him some passes next year.
Ashton Davis actually looked pretty all right. It was like his second game, and he was making pretty good plays.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he
Yeah.
Hold on.
Was he? He's the one who blasted Cam Newton. You see that hit?
Right. Yeah. Our draft is looking pretty decent, so I'm happy. But and Quinnen Williams is looking really good too. From last year, which is good because I mean I was shitting on him for a while.
Yeah.
But he looks good. I don't know. We'll see. It's the Jets organization though, so I mean, here's the thing. Even if we secure the number 1 pick, we get Trevor Lawrence. I still fully expect us to fuck it up because we're the Jets. I mean, if we assume that we're gonna do things like even the Dolphins did or are doing this year, I wouldn't put a lot of stock in that or a lot of faith. It's the Johnsons run this fucking team. They're fucking horrible.
I was gonna say another player actually looked good was Folorunso Fatukazi.
Yeah, he's like Fatakazi is good. He was Um, a surprise pick for us, or a surprise. He's good. Like I think he was undrafted. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Under McCagnon, our last GM, and he was good. He's been like solid for the last couple of years since he came in. So, you know, he's decent. He's good. He could be good down the line. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you at least got hope, right? Yeah, well.
Hey, you're saying this to a team that just lost and we're 0-9. So I mean, I don't know if really that's the case.
Yeah.
But could be. I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna say anything positive about the Jets until Adam Gase is fired. Once I know that that's happened, okay, we can talk about things. But like I said, I am still not certain that is going to happen at the end of the year. So
yeah, I wonder, did the other 0-16 teams fire their coaches? I'm pretty sure they did.
Hugh Jackson came in the next year, didn't he?
Yep. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Gase has had this coming for a while, though. Like, he should have been gone last year.
No, I mean, to tell you the truth, it's a similar situation to Hugh Jackson, where he had one bad year, then the 0-16 year, and then he had another year. So, I mean, I could totally see that being the case with Adam Gase. Especially here in New York, where the Johnsons don't want to pay a new coach any more money.
The case with Gase.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, the Patriots are 3-5, and they look okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We look okay. We suck.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Jacoby Myers looks good. Yeah, like 169 yards, 12 catches.
Cam keeps having these moments in the games where I'm like ready to believe in his ability to lead the team, and then he'll like literally fucking trip and fall or something.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
I saw
like,
those.
well, all right, never mind. Sorry. Like he's just not the same Cam Newton, and like even that Cam Newton didn't have a ton of success. You know, like prime Cam didn't get a ton done. So it's just
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but lost.
Yeah.
That team had a really good defense, to be fair. He was just kind of like he had 35 touchdowns, 10 picks.
That's good.
So honestly,
that is pretty good. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah,
but
very, very good, yeah.
outside of that, he hasn't had a whole lot. Actually, in 2018, he had 24 touchdowns and 13 picks.
How many playoff wins does he have?
That's a good question. He has,
I think mostly from that run. But
yeah, I think it's mostly from that run. So I guess probably,
but probably a lot. I mean, probably like
he had a really competitive game against Seattle that one playoff year, but I think they lost.
7 playoff games, record of 3-4. So that's okay.
Yeah,
it's not horrible.
Yeah. I think
especially playing against New England a lot.
He's like become victim to that thing where he used to play around his legs, and he still can, but he's not what he used to be.
Oh wait, hold on, I got the wrong stats up. Never mind, that's not his playoff stats.
Oh,
my bad. Go ahead on anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, it is partly that to some degree, but I think Cam is also like Cam always struck me as the kind of player that like nah, you know what I was gonna say like he always struck me the type of player that like you know kind of rode on his physical ability, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. I haven't followed his career that closely, but I don't know.
He definitely throws a decent amount of picks.
Yeah.
So he's never been accurate.
You could like I don't know. I still think like he's starter quality in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, oh geez. I'm looking at it. His stats for the year are pretty not.
Dude, he's how many touchdowns has he thrown?
2.
I know.
Oh my god, 2?
Yeah, he's got 7.
Yeah.
Picks.
Not good.
2 touchdowns, 7 picks.
That's
great. Although, but he's got 8 rushing touchdowns on the year. So I mean, that's 10 touchdowns to 7 picks. I mean, how many fumbles? He's got 2 fumbles, one really bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's it's not a lot to inspire confidence, like
Yeah.
that's really what it boils down to.
yeah.
Jacoby Myers does look good though.
He does look good.
Yeah, we're looking like we're gonna be probably picking 12th or something this year, and who gives a shit? We suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins are going to beat the
Watch you guys
Patriots.
get fucking Justin Fields or something though.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet
probably.
that's gonna-
I don't know, man. Like I'm kind of ready for us to suck.
I think
I
they're
mean-
going to get like Mitch Trubisky or some shit and turn him into like a god.
I mean, if you like, especially if somehow the tank works out for us and we look good next year, if you guys just tank the next year, then our division's gonna be hell.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have a.
Josh
I mean,
Allen.
that would be pretty funny if the AFC East turns into like one of the more competitive divisions in the league.
yeah.
yeah.
That would
Well,
be fun.
especially if it's like if what if it's because it's in
Rob, you having a stroke?
yeah.
He's not eating enough of the right bananas.
That's what it is.
No, you know what I was thinking is I was thinking like that we were gonna have all number 1 overall picks, but Josh Allen was the 10th pick. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Man, a lot of the early draft pick quarterbacks for the last few years have been working out pretty well.
yeah,
Like they're
QBs
still
in
leading their
general.
teams.
yeah.
yeah. Like I actually think the past like especially 5 years. I mean the past like 30 years really, but like especially 5 years, like QBs coming out of college have been looking really, really, really strong. And
Yeah.
I think that has to do with a couple of things. Like one, QBs in college more often now are in these air raid attacks, which means they're passing more. In college, it used to be that QBs hand the ball off most of the time.
Yeah.
Like the best QBs would throw a lot and make get a lot of yards.
But Johnny
score a lot of points.
Football.
Right? Yeah. But for most of college football history, like the college QBs would be handing the ball off. But now they're doing like air raid stuff for the past 20, 30 years. QBs I think are passing a lot more. And then the other thing is that I think the NFL is also passing a lot more, and they're doing basically the college air raid systems
Yeah.
now. Like most of the teams are basically running like these 5 wide receiver sets all the time, that they're just running in college. So yeah, the starting like QBs, especially on a rookie contract, I feel like it's kind of like one of the best shots you have at the Super Bowl now is getting a rookie like a QB who's only got a couple years in
Yeah.
over getting like the big really good veteran.
Fun little fact: Jets 0-9 for the first time in franchise history.
That is a fun little fact.
That is a fun, but yeah, we are officially worse than the Kotite era. Like it's there. We've gotten there.
Well, Sinvicta, I think it's time for the NFL Power Rankings.
Thank you, Coach Crandor. Power rankings. Here we go. We have a shake up and a move up and a bippity bop. Oh, I can't do that anymore. He said I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Starting with the top 5. Take it away, Robert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's go with the Chiefs.
Yep. Bear.
Steelers.
Yep. Coach.
Packers.
Yep. Robert.
Let's go with the Bills.
And strike 1, the Bear.
The Saints.
Yep. And coach for the dunk.
Oh boy, is it the fucking wait, did we say the Steelers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Is it the
All right, back to Rob.
Not sure it's 80s electronic music from Europe, but
And Bear.
It's the Ravens.
It is the Ravens.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The
you're
Ravens.
carrying the team because coach apparently lost batteries and Rob doesn't eat enough bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chiefs to Steelers, Saints, Ravens, and then Packers rounding out the top 5, finishing in the 5th position, going up from 7th. And then, we'll get to the rest of the bottom 10 here. It's nothing major. True or false, Robert?
yes.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still in the top 10 of the power rankings, NFL.com, power rankings.com, power rankings playoffs.
I mean, true.
That is correct. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers fell 4 spots, not the fattest doink as I had predicted, as they should have been, because they should have just gone down to 32nd for all I care. But they dropped from from 3rd to 7th, dropping 4 spots. The roundup for the Bucs was you could give the Bucs a pass for the slapper performance and the win over the Giants in Week 8, but Sunday night's 38-3 shellacking at the hands of the Saints is a type of loss that makes you wonder where Tampa Bay truly belongs in the conversation about being in the league's top contenders. Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions in the worst beating of his career, and Todd Bowles' usually stellar defense looked confused and inept as Drew Brees and Taysom Hill made play after play. The Bucs are now 1-2 in prime time this season, averaging less than 16 points per game in those island showcases. It was shocking, quoted Bruce Arians said after the loss. They, quote, kicked our asses in every phase. The Bucs have some soul searching to do. Thank you, Dan. Rounding out the rest of the top 10, Bills in the 6th spot, Bucs 7th. Seattle dropping 4 spots to 8th. Again, not the fattest doink. The Titans rising all the way up from the 11th spot to the 10th spot, or to the 9th spot, I should say. And the Raiders finishing in the 10th. Now, Bear, this one's up to you.
Yeah.
True or false? The Miami Dolphins are now ranked above the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go with false just for the wild card.
That is absolutely correct. The Dolphins did rise 4 spots from the previous rank of 16, tying the 2 other teams rather for the thinnest dink of the day of the week. Well, look, it doesn't matter. But the Dolphins going from 16th to 12th. The Cardinals falling out of the top 10 after previously being ranked 10th, and they now fell to the 11th spot, but still, of course, ranked above the Dolphins. Now, Coach Krendor, this one's going to be for you because this one's going to be tough. The fattest doink of the week. I'll give you a hint, Coach. They're both in the same division. It's 2 teams that have very, very similar themes. These teams have dropped 5 spots apiece.
Ooh.
Name one of those 2 teams. You get bonus coach points if you name them both. They're both in the AFC. They both have very similar themes going on.
All right. Let's go with the who lost that could draw?
Oh, I got it, dude. I got it for sure.
All right. Is it the Chargers?
It is not. Bear.
It's the Broncos and the Colts, isn't it?
It is indeed the Broncos and the Colts. The Broncos dropping down 5 spots from the 18th spot to the 23rd spot. Ooh. Meanwhile, the Colts have slid all the way down from the 9th spot in the top 10 to the 14th spot now because of their loss. And it was quite the doozy. And then finally, Rob, this one's for you just to read it just because it's become a thing every week now. Dan hands us right up on the New York Jets. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we already know where they are. But for the first time this season, the Jets were legitimately competitive. But victorious, ? They're not there yet. Adam Gase's team coughed up a 10-point fourth-quarter lead and a loss on a 51-yard field goal by ex-Jet Nick Folk as time expired in a painful 30-27 loss to the Patriots. New York is 0-9 for the first time in franchise history and one step closer to the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft.
Let's
and
go.
0-16 infamy. The general consensus seems to be that the Jets won by losing Monday night, a service-level takeaway that ignores how much the players and coaches and behind-the-scenes personnel have put into their jobs. Quote, it hurts, Adam Gase said after the game. Quote, I thought guys battled, gave everything they had. End quote. Thank you, Adam Gase. And that does it for the power rankings of Week 10. Back up to Coach Rob Bear in the booth. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
You know, I sent out a tweet saying if the Jets beat the Pats on Monday, I'll compose and recite a poem about Adam Gase's brilliance on the show today. I really got scared I was going to have to.
It got pretty close.
Yeah.
The only person who would have had to have done that would have been Coach because he actually picked the Jets for some unknown godly
Apollo
reason.
picked them too.
You're both
and
insane.
we were close to winning.
You're both insane, and you both finished last of this
week.
You
would have been more insane to pick the Buccaneers than the Jets this week.
You're both last in this past week. Let's go on to pick 'em because I'm tired.
All right. Actually, where did the Cowboys get ranked?
The Dallas Cowboys finished this week in the top 30 of the NFL power rankings.
All right.
They finished 30th.
I think the entire NFC is in like the 20 to 30 range, aren't they? Or not the entire NFC, the entire NFC East.
Oh yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, no, it's the entire NFC because the only two teams that are in the top 30 are the Jaguars and the Jets, and neither one of them are in the NFC. So you were right,
God.
Bear. And the Cowboys are ranked dead last. So there you go.
That's funny.
I got the coach Rob Bear in the booth for Pick'ems. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
All right, buckle up, boys. It's Pick'ems time.
Pick'ems.
Wait, just one quick thing.
All right.
Sinvicta had a verbal typo and he called them Tampa Bay for a second, and I thought that has some legs. We should roll with that. Tampa Bay Deniers, maybe.
Bay.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
already been said, and it wasn't by me, Rob. Let's go to fucking Pick'ems, please.
Tampa Bay. So some pick'em stats from last week. Bear is now 6-0 at predicting the NFC East divisional games.
That's fucking great.
That is
The
pretty
only
good.
thing I'm ever doing is picking in favor of
The
the
NFC.
division being shitty or as shitty as possible, and it keeps working.
Football guru.
And Rob and Apollo are 5-1. Krundor's 4-2-1, and Sinvicta's 4-3. Discord's 3-3.
Classic.
They
Who
also
went 12-3 this week with 80% win percentage? This guy right here. I'm on the way back to the top, so look out, Rob.
Yeah, but who's on the top? That's right. It's Rob.
Who's near the bottom? That's right. It's Bear.
You guys
and
check
also,
out,
can I mention that they put up the
He's having
Yep.
a stroke.
they put up the like CBS analysts and stuff type of people up on the up against
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
We're
CBS,
doing pretty good. I gotta say.
Yeah.
We're
CBS,
doing better than
ESPN,
a lot of
Sports
them.
Illustrated, NFL.com.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Pixel Haven and Hipponora. Mostly, I think it's Pixel Haven doing most of the work. I'm not sure at this point.
Yeah.
But thank you to just everybody on Discord for
Somehow,
taking part.
Rob is the best out of all of us. He's next to Pete Prisco. It's like a big writer.
It's so
CBS.
funny to me to see us like listed with these official sports.
Yeah.
Jenny Prentice, Jason Reed, Pete Prisco, Rob.
Just Rob, yeah.
Dude, I'm better than Greg Rosenthal and Trey Wingo. Take that.
Yeah, get fucked, Trey Wingo.
Yeah.
I'm better than Damian Woody, who's former Jets lineman.
He's
Oh, yeah.
on, what's a PTI all the time? Not PTI, the other one, Around the Horn, isn't he all the time?
I don't know. I mean, I
Oh,
like
yeah,
him.
is he?
I don't
know
watch
there's
ESPN
Woody,
at all.
but-
I haven't watched
anymore, but
ESPN in like 20 years.
But
I used
he
to watch those two shows in
he's
particular.
Yeah.
the past several years he's been incredible because he's like one of the only like TV personalities that are just like, what the fuck are the Jets doing? They fucking suck. Adam Gase sucks. They should get rid of him. Fuck him. Like, it's just so great. He's just a fan of the team.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can we please
Yes.
go to
Yeah.
Pick'ems?
Yes. So the other stats were Krundor's now picked every team at least once. Everyone else has at least one team they have yet to pick. Apollo and Bear have two. The last time the Jets were picked was in week 3 by Bear. For everyone else, it was week 13 of last season at Bengals. And the final one, Bear and the Discord have both locked a different team every week. That is seven different teams for Bear and 9 for the Discord.
Ooh, I'm gonna try to keep that up.
Keep it going.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So, first game, Colts, Titans, Thursday night.
Titans.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah, I'll pick the Titans there.
I don't know. It's a divisional game. Colts defense pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, did you just see that Colts game though?
I did. I watched all of it. I watched
And you
the
also
Bears
picked
play.
the Jets last week, so
Yes, but I picked the Titans to beat the Bears, and I think I know a thing or two
everyone
about
picked
Titans.
the Titans to beat the Bears.
Well, yes, I'm gonna take the Colts.
It's
All right.
questionable. Questionable.
Well,
The
I went
Colts
9 and
lost
6
to the
weeks.
Jaguars.
They did lose
That's
to
right.
Jaguars, but they are gonna have a bounce back. Actually, it's Darius Leonard hurt. Darius Leonard. Apparently, he had like Okay, I'm taking the Titans. I think Darius Leonard might be
All
out.
right.
Never mind. Titans.
Dude, holy shit. I'm looking at the highlights like on the mini window, and I didn't even realize it was Madden until I read the title.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
You reminded me, by the way. You know, we were talking about Lamar Jackson, what's happening this year.
Yeah.
The most important thing that we didn't talk about, Madden curse.
Madden
it.
curse.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
my
it.
God. You're right.
Madden curse.
Madden curse. He'll be fine after this year.
Yeah, he just needs a season.
Yeah. Texans, Browns.
Oh,
Browns for me.
I'm gonna go Browns. I'm going Browns.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Browns too.
I think Nick Chubb's back.
Oh, right. Yeah,
He is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Give me the Browns.
Woo!
Go Browns.
Football team Lions.
Oh boy, well, this is this is one of those 5 for the Lions, I guess, isn't it?
But
They're
the
gonna win
problem is
5
that
games.
we don't know if
Yeah.
Stafford's out for this game or not, do we?
Yeah, I don't
Oh, yeah.
actually know either.
Is he? Oy.
Is Stafford out?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is all I found was trading Stafford won't be easy. Matthew Stafford.
Let's see. News.
Notebook. Clears concussion protocol, so I think he's gonna play.
Should be fine to suit up in week 10.
Okay, well then I'll take the Lions.
Yeah, Lions then.
This is the last time I'm picking the Lions.
I'm gonna pick Lions in the interest of preserving my perfect NFC East prediction record.
And I'll pick the Lions so they get their like 5 or 6 wins that I think they'll get.
All right.
All right. The Bucks Panthers. Tell you what, I'm going to take the McCaffreys in this one.
I mean, divisional.
Dude, Tom is really good at bouncing back.
True.
Christian McCaffrey's really good.
That's
Also
his-
true. Both things are true.
I'm
And look,
taking the Bucks.
He doesn't sound
yeah,
too sure about it.
I
gonna give
have
us
to. It's a
Bucks
divisional
as well.
rival. I have to.
Yeah, you have an obligation, I guess. I think I'm going to take the Bucks because I think they'll win.
I'm taking the Bucks too. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
but I don't know. Tough one.
Game of the week. Eagles, Giants, a battle for the NFC East.
Oh my!
It has to be the Giants. It has to be for the rule to continue to take effect.
That's
it has
what
to
I'm
be the
thinking.
Giants.
I'm
It
going
is
Giants.
going to be the Giants.
I mean, look. How can I question Bear Giants?
Until I've gotten it wrong, right? You got to keep going with me.
There's no reason not to.
hmm
Yeah, Giants.
There we go. Yep, it's all,
All
Giants,
right.
I guess. Which is hilarious because I'm sure the Eagles are the favorite.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably are. They've got the extra win. They got a tie in there.
Yeah.
Packers, Jaguars.
Locking in the Packers
There
here.
it
Oh,
is.
shit.
Yep, I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, it's the Packers.
I'll be taking the Green Bay Packers.
We may as well just play another practice team for another week.
Yeah.
Granted, their running back's all right, and our running defense kind of sucks, but Aaron Rodgers will still like put up 30 points or some shit. Bills, Cardinals. That's a good game.
That is going to be a good game.
Yeah, that should be really important, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be taking the Buffalo Bills.
I don't know.
I like Kyler Murray here. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
All right.
They beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
The Cardinals beat the Seahawks.
They both
That's
beat
true.
the Seahawks. Yeah.
I think that the Bills are a better team than the Cardinals.
I'm gonna take the Bills.
Maybe. I'm going to take the
All right. You didn't finish saying it, so you can. Your finger is still on the piece.
I'm not sure. Because the thing is, Bill's defense is going to be good.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray is young.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's also good. And they have DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
And Josh
They're
Allen
both
is
very
not,
good teams.
That's true. But Josh Allen is not as good as Kyler Murray.
Oh,
Correct.
that's pretty good.
No,
I mean, he
Kyler
seems
Murray,
good.
dude. I would pick Kyler Murray over Josh Allen.
I would
Really?
take, yeah, like
Yeah, absolutely.
if you had to give me the choice between the two QBs right now, I'm taking Kyler, 100%. Yeah. But
but
Bills. I guess
The
I'll take
Bills'
Bills.
pass defense is.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
the
that's true.
defense is too good. I mean, look, the Seahawks did score 34 points on them, or 31 or whatever it was.
That's going up against a Russell Wilson-led offense, though.
Yeah,
But
Kyler Murray,
Kyler
though.
is yeah,
Yeah.
Kyler.
Honestly, they have pretty similar stats.
They do.
Who
yeah.
is everyone picking?
Bills.
I'm
got-
taking Bills.
Yeah, we should keep going.
Let's have a 3-hour debate about Josh Allen versus Kyler Murray. What do you guys like?
I'm gonna just off myself.
So yeah, Bills and then Bears Cardinals, right? Or
Yeah.
okay.
I picked Cardinals. Yeah.
All right. Then we got Broncos Raiders.
Raiders.
This one I think
Yeah.
could be close, but I'm gonna
It
take
could
the
be.
Raiders as well.
It's the Raiders.
It's divisional too, so
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
That's what I'm saying. I might.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna go Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Hit me.
no horses beating the Pirates.
I'm gonna be taking some other. Well, we've been. If I take.
that wasn't even English.
Sometimes I get away from English into my own world, and then I start trying to. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna take them.
Yeah.
As you should.
I want to
Yeah.
take the Broncos really badly, though.
I did it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Seahawks Rams.
I'm gonna be
Seahawks.
locking the Seahawks.
Wow,
Yeah, that's
that's pretty.
I
confident.
don't mind that at all. Yeah.
that's bold.
I mean, the Rams. They play already this year? Or no.
I think so.
Look, it's either that or I lock the Steelers. So
This is
do
their
you want
first
the-
game. They haven't played each other yet.
Do you want the good pick or do you want the easy, like, pansy pick?
I like it. Ashawn Robinson will make Rams debut versus Seahawks.
You gonna make
Sounded
a
like you said
Rams Day Beaver?
Yeah.
Rams day beaver, dude.
He's gonna make a day beaver. That's
The
good.
Day Beaver.
Gonna.
Well, as opposed
take-
to the night beavers, the vampiric kind. That's
yes.
The night beavers are the best beavers.
Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks too.
Okay.
Bengals Steelers.
Steelers.
Give me the
Steelers, yeah.
Bengals.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's insane.
I mean, Ben's out.
Ben's out. Joe Burrow. Bengals.
he's actually lost it.
I mean, I don't know. He's got something here. I actually
Yeah.
think this could be their first.
He
loss.
picked the Jets last week,
That's a
They
fair point,
almost
too.
won.
but they didn't, and you finished last in pick'ems. I'm taking the Steelers.
I'm taking the Steelers too until I see, them fall on their face.
They almost
They're-
lost to the Cowboys.
It's not like Mason Rudolph is horrible, by the way.
I know
Yeah,
he's
he's
not.
okay.
I'm just saying, I think Joe Burrow's really good. I think he can lead him.
I
Pass
think you're right about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's better than Mason Rudolph. No one's debating that. But what I am saying is that the Steelers are going to win this game.
All right.
Probably.
49ers Saints. Saints.
That's Saints. Yeah. The Saints are really good all of a sudden.
We know the rule,
Yeah.
Rob. I don't take the Saints, Rob. I just can't.
You're going to pick the practice squad of the 49ers?
I don't pick the Saints, Coach.
Well, are you just going to not pick this game?
He just wants to lose this round.
He could. I mean, you could pick a tie.
Just pick a tie.
But that's picking for the Saints.
That's half picking for the Saints.
Well,
Great
pick the
point.
49ers.
I'll take the Saints.
Oh no!
Only
Wait, say it again,
because-
but slower.
Only because we're getting to the point of the season now where everyone is starting to flex their dicks about their pick'ems percentage. So.
That's true. We are. Ravens Patriots.
Ravens.
Man.
Ravens. Yeah. In fact, I am going to lock. the
Wow. That's not
Baltimore
surprising.
Ravens.
I'm going to be
That's
taking
fair.
the Patriots.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Explain yourself. Or don't.
tired.
You're tired. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
fine. Do
Oh,
whatever
Oh, wait.
you want.
Did we skip the Chargers Dolphins? I don't remember
Let's go with Dolphins. Yeah, I thought you skipped that one.
yeah, I skipped
Dolphins
that one.
easily.
I think it's because we spent 10 years talking about the Bills, Cardinals, and the quarterback
Right.
and everything.
Did you say cum wagon?
He did. Yeah, he said cum wagon. I picked the Dolphins.
Yeah.
You talk about the
with
cum
the
wagon
Dolphins,
so
Chargers.
much, it just becomes a part of the conversation.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the Chargers. They gotta win one of these, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, they gotta win one. I think they might be able to take the
This could be
Dolphins
it.
down. Dolphins are riding a little too high right now. They need a little, comebacker. Let's take Vikings Bears for the slam dunk.
Vikings, the Dalvin Cooks show.
I'm gonna
Vikings.
take the Bears.
Oh wow.
You
Yeah.
just love doing this, don't you?
So here's why: the Bears defense shut down Derrick Henry. So I think they're gonna shut down Dalvin
Trendor's
Cook.
actually going to go 7-9 this week.
I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be a great week for me. The Bears defense can shut down anybody. The problem is, can the Bears offense score against the Vikings defense? And I think they can. I think their defense can score once, and then their offense will get like a touchdown. It'll be like a 17-10 game.
All right.
All right.
We'll see.
There you go. There's Pick'ems.
There we go, folks. Pick'ems. Well, thank you for listening to this week. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Join the Discord. Check out all things. We're all over. Follow all our stuff. And we'll see you next week where I'm undefeated from this week of Pick'ems. Goodbye.
I want to see the baby.